Hello, I'm Bonnie Church. I'm a certified nutritional consultant, life coach, and certified TLS weight management solution coach, as well as a wellness columnist for a women's magazine, and I've also been a contributing writer for various books and weight management programs. But I'm here to talk to you today about a product that I'm really excited about called TLS TrimTea. And thank you for joining me for this talk. The information I'm going to be sharing today has not been reviewed by the FDA or the manufacturers of the product. The purview of this talk is to provide information that you, with your own due diligence, can discover on your own. I'm not intending to diagnose or to treat disease. This presentation is for information purposes only. You know, my general rule is food and exercise are the centerpiece of a sustainable, healthy lifestyle, and I firmly believe in that. And even though my bottom line is impacted by the sale of supplements, just in the interest of full disclosure, my philosophy of supplementation is if needed, as needed, for as long as needed, and no longer. Another rule I have is this: I always personally research and personally use something I recommend. So I am violating that rule. I have not personally used the TrimTea. But I'm breaking that rule for a couple of reasons. I trust the company that is promoting this product. They don't promote junk or fairy dust or whatever you want to call it. And they offer rigorous third-party testing on all of their products. And I happen to personally know some of the medical personnel that are behind the formulation of this product. And I know that they are driven by science and by their high quality standards. They do their due diligence on any product that they formulate. But the more I researched this product, the more excited I got about it. Now, what is TrimTea? TrimTea is a gluten-free tea that curbs appetite and helps to burn fat. It also supports many other healthy outcomes, and I'm going to discuss those with you. But I want you to know this. It's very important that if you're interested in this product, that you go ahead and place a pre-order. This product has been so popular that the biggest challenge is keeping it in the warehouse. It's sold out in 2 days in September. We have another chance of getting it on November 3rd. So I don't know when you're watching this, but if it's before November 3rd, call the person who invited you to look at this presentation and ask them to order the product for you. So let's talk about the ingredients. My process of research is to review the kind of nutra-nerdy, multi-syllabic studies first, and then to rewrite them in layman's language. And I did my best to make sure nothing major gets lost in the translation, but if there's any mistakes in this presentation, I take full responsibility. They are my own. But one of the key ingredients is black tea extract. Now, black tea is the same as green tea, but it has been aged and oxidized by the sun. And so it has a higher level of something called theaflavins, Theaflavins, okay? Theaflavins have antioxidant properties. Now, what does that mean? Oxidation is to your body what rust is to a car. So antioxidants help to stop you from rusting out on a cellular level, okay? Theaflavins also protect against cancer, specifically stomach cancer and prostate and breast cancer. And this is based on third-party research. This is stuff that I found that you need to do your due diligence to discover yourself. These are not claims being made. This is in the research on these products. Theaflavins also help to prevent fatty liver and obesity. And remember, theaflavins are derived from black tea extract. Helps with diabetes-related problems. Improves acute insulin secretion and insensitivity or sensitivity. Theaflavins are also microbe killers. They have an anti-HIV effect and an anti-herpes virus effect, and they may reduce cholesterol levels, which is really important for cardiovascular health. Also, there's research that shows that it may prevent or slow down Parkinson's disease, stop gingivitis, have some anti-allergic reaction properties, decrease muscle soreness after exercise. So just drinking black tea sounds like a really great practice because of all the potential health benefits. TrimTea contains a black tea extract which enhances the potency and the bioavailability of the black tea, okay? Another ingredient in TrimTea is called Well-Trim IG. IG stands for Ervingia gamonensis. It's a nutrient. You can even find it in sweet potatoes and other different food substances, but its most potent source is African mango. The study, I actually published a study on my Facebook page, and I wanted to share a little bit of background on that. The study that was posted there was published in the U.S. National Library of Medicine. In this particular study, and there have been a few studies, and this one was noteworthy, in this particular study, 102 subjects, there were a mixture of healthy, overweight, and obese people, were randomly divided into two separate groups. These groups received either 150 milligrams of the IGOB 131, which is a potent version of the Ervingia gaponensis, and it comes from a specific type of African mango seed extract. So they were either given that, the 150 milligrams of that, or a placebo equivalent on a daily basis. Now keep in mind, the TrimTea actually contains twice that amount. It contains 300 milligrams of the IGOB 131. These were the results of the study. 52 out of the 102 participants lost an average of 28 pounds and 6.3% body fat, not changing anything in their diet or exercise. In other clinical studies, WellTrim IG resulted in 51.7% reduction in C-reactive protein levels, which means inflammation. 22.5% reduction in blood glucose levels. You know, many of you are taking things because you want to keep your blood glucose managed. There was a 22.5% reduction in blood glucose levels, and 80.9% reduction in fat production. 26.3% reduction in total cholesterol with a 27.2% reduction in LDL, the bad cholesterol. Blood sugar was normalized. Fat was burned as energy. There was an increase in something called leptin. Leptin is a hormone that is actually generated from body fat. So what's interesting about this, when someone is carrying too much fat on their body over a period of time, their body actually starts to become resistant to it, and it no longer works to help suppress their appetite, and that's what leptin does. It makes you feel less hungry. So it helps you to modify your behaviors. So it increased leptin. It increased adiponectin, which is a protein also that is produced by your fat cells. The TLS weight loss solution eating and exercise plan also increases adiponectin, and so that's a great thing to consider. But so does the African mango in WellTrim IG. The WellTrim IG is a concentrated version of that, remember, of the African mango. So I want to show you what it was particularly helpful in reducing was visceral fat. There's a picture of what visceral fat looks like in your body. Visceral fat on the heart and visceral fat wrapped around the organs. This is a highly dangerous type of fat that forms in your body and releases all sorts of toxic chemicals. So anyway, lower levels of adiponectin are associated with ADHD in adults, inflammation throughout the body, depression, the accumulation of fat in the liver. Okay, there's a healthy liver and there's an unhealthy liver, a fatty liver. You've heard of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. That's what it looks like. Insulin resistant, where insulin can no longer clean the sugar out of the blood, so it builds up and it in your system and produces diabetes. Okay, low levels of adiponectin are also associated with all sorts of cancers: breast cancer, prostate cancer, endometrial cancer, colorectal cancer. Also, lower levels of adiponectin are associated with a higher risk of heart attack. So increased adiponectin potentially helps the remediation of a lot of different health concerns, which I think is incredibly important. So anyway, the Nutrimetrics TLS TrimTea, it curbs the appetite and it supports a metabolic balance, and it helps you to stay healthier longer. I love this product. Now, what sets apart the TrimTea from other products on the market? The product is offered in the form of a tea at twice the levels used in the cited study, very important. The ones that are also offered, there are a lot of products out there that offer, or some products out there, maybe not a lot, that offer the WellTrim IG in a tea form, but most of them offer them in a 14-day supply. Ours is a 30-day supply, and most require you to drink it 2 times a day. Ours require you to drink it once a day. And a lot of those teas out there induce a laxative effect, which is a quick fix, obviously, for weight, okay, not for fat burning, but for weight, but it's not a sustainable solution. The cost of the tea is $39.95, and with that purchase you can be registered as a preferred customer, so you're eligible for cash back and discounts on the resources you need to support a healthy lifestyle. You also have access to a website with recipes and encouragement and other resources to support a healthy lifestyle. And also, many of us have private Facebook communities that you can participate in. So it's very important for you to get with that person who invited you on this call, pre-order this product so they can order it for you before it sells out, because it will sell out. I'm almost guaranteed that it will. How do you take the TLS TrimTea? It's a little stick pack that you open up, you put it in water, you can drink it hot, you can drink it cold. Take it once daily. It can be used in conjunction with other TLS weight loss solution products, which I think is important. Let me see what else. It tastes like a potent kind of clean black tea. It's slightly caffeinated, 21 milligrams, which, you know, most cups of coffee are going to be like 125 milligrams. So it's not very much caffeine. And I've talked to a lot of people who are caffeine sensitive and they're not having any problem with it. I do want you to note, though, that the TrimTea or the Trim IG studies were done based on a 10-week usage of the 150 milligrams of the product. So remember, it was 10 weeks. We're selling these in 1-month packets, but I want you to strongly consider making a commitment to this for 10 weeks because I think that you might optimize your results with that. But you can start out with 1 month and see how you do. Most of the people that I am talking to that have been on it a month have been losing from about 5 to 12 pounds and are noticing that their clothes are fitting way better, which is an indication that they're burning body fat, and they're also sharing results that they're not feeling as hungry, so it is helping with appetite suppressing as well. So thank you so much for joining me for this very mini talk, and do get with a person who has access to this TrimTea. I think you'll be satisfied.